Hi, it's Brandy, and I made a video last night. It was pretty passionate. It was kind of in the moment, and like when you're in the moment and you feel so much passion about something that you just gotta let it out right then. And so I felt like I needed to make a video, and it came across a little strong, and maybe it should have, or maybe it shouldn't have. I'm not sure. It depends on the watcher, I guess. But I had a lot of messages that came through. Personal messages actually, and with a lot of questions, and I want to clarify a few of those. First of all, yes, I'm still in internet marketing, and yes, I live in the US. And what I kind of want to clarify there is that I'm with Vic Stress House still, and I became a partner about 1.5 years ago. He took on 1,000 partners, as some of you know. And so I will be, I've already began a little bit, but I will be promoting High Traffic Academy 2.0, Total Domination, Income Speedway, things like that we've been working on for a long time. And, my husband's been working on that kind of really while I went through my surgery and my things that I had to deal with myself. But he does share it on my timeline, and we're fixing to get head in on that. But I've kind of put Empower Network on hold, and I feel like, because I've been all in for so long, and I really haven't done anything with it, and I feel like, that's another great company that will, do a lot for us. Sorry, it keeps telling me my Google stopped out here because I'm outside and not close enough to the internet, I suppose. But yes, I'm still in internet marketing. And what I meant yesterday about the dollar collapsing, I'm not saying don't get into something. I wasn't bashing internet marketers, believe me, because internet marketing is a great way of life. It's a great thing. It's a great way of life if you can make it work. But when I told you to get the money in gold, I meant that literally. And the reason that I say that is because we all know that the dollar is going to collapse, and it's going to happen, pretty soon. Actually, I would assume, with everything that's happening. But I don't have any enemies. I guess, I have friends from all walks of life. I have friends who believe in the Muslim faith. I have friends who believe in Catholic, Pentecostal, all kinds of different religions that I have a lot of friends, and although I will probably never be in the gold business, I do have a friend that I trust, and he's actually, I wouldn't call him an atheist. I would call him more, I don't think he really believes in anything other than just kind of what you see is what you get. And but I trust him. I trust him a lot, and I would refer all of you, actually, anybody, to him. He's been in the gold business for about 1 year now, and he knows this business really well. He's been doing really good at it, and if you know what I know, and if you don't research it, just research it, and if you don't believe the research you get off the internet, go to the Bible and research it. But the dollar's going to fall, and you really want to have your money in gold. And like I said, although I could get into this company and probably get many of you in it and show you the truths that I already know, I think I'm going to leave that to him. Again, he does not believe in the same things I believe in, and that's okay, because I'm not here to judge anybody. I love all people, and I really trust him a lot. His name is LJ, and of course that's not, his real name is Lawrence, but I'm just going to leave it at that. His name is LJ, and I'll be glad to give you any information you want. He's a great marketer. He's great in dealing with this gold, and he's great. He's somebody that I trust fully. And you guys know my beliefs and my faith, and just because he doesn't believe the same things that I do doesn't mean that I don't trust him, and that he's not a friend. So I do trust him, and I believe in him, because I know that no matter what his beliefs are, he's going to do the right thing. And I just, it's just the way that I feel. So yesterday I was just kind of telling you guys about some truths that I know, because the reason I say that is because when I can read in the Bible what the next thing's going to happen, and it happens, it eventually it becomes more than just a coincidence. You gotta start really digging deep to find the truth, and I feel like that's what I did. I feel like I kind of always knew it. Like I said yesterday, God has always been there with me. He's saved my life and different things. And, like I told you guys yesterday, I was hit by the car when I was 9. But what I didn't tell you was that it split my head. I went the height of a telephone pole, and I came back down on my head. Split my head in half. Busted my liver in 3 places. Broke my leg, broke my arm, ruptured my spleen. Several lacerations inside, collapsed both lungs. Took me 2 hours to get to the hospital, and a 9-year-old little body, I never bled out. So, by the time they did the surgery, there was a lot of, I was in there almost 24 hours, and then they told my mom they had to do, the head surgery, or, there was just no chance of survival, but if they did the surgery, I probably wouldn't survive anyway. So at that point, she said, okay, they took me back in for a CAT scan on my head, or an x-ray, I guess it would be back then. And my head was healed. It was completely healed after being crushed in half. That doctor in Temple, Texas at Scott and White used that for further teaching when he began to teach medicine, and he used that in things that you just can't explain, science can't explain. It was in 1981, I was given a blood transfusion, 2 of them actually. Back then they didn't screen for any kind of diseases, so I contracted hepatitis C. Okay, when I went into, this was recently that, within the last few years, that I went in to see what was going on, because they told me I had hepatitis C when I got stuck working in a clinic. I got stuck with a needle. Somebody, a drug addict I was trying to take blood from, jerked on purpose, and the needle flipped up and caught me. So I went in to, have a blood test done to see if I contracted anything, and they said you have hepatitis C, but there's no way they could have caught that quick. So we went back and tried to figure out how I got it, and that was how, and it was actually in the paperwork back then, but I just guessed I was 9, I didn't know. So we went in to do tests, and took me in to see what kind of, tests they could, what kind of treatments they were going to do on me, interferon or whatever, and they said, I have to shake your hand because there's only 5% in the whole world of people that contract hepatitis C that their body clears it itself. So I had hepatitis C, but my body kicked it out. So there was no treatments. I don't have it anymore. I'm not a carrier. It's like when they give you an injection of, like they give the kids, you go in and they get their technic shots. I mean, they're shots and they're things that, they give you a live virus. So it's kind of sort of like that, but my body now, I can never contract it. I can never do anything. And anyway, that was another sign that God had once again continued to save my life. And then this last time, when I got there and they said that the screw was out, and the doctor just told me, I can't believe that you drove yourself, all the way here in that condition, that you're even alive. This is beyond science. This is beyond, because I walked around like that for so long with the plate flipping in my neck and a screw busted off in my spine, and it's still there. It'll always be there because it sheared off. It broke in there. And then the screw that was on my spinal cord. So see, when things don't add up and science can't figure it out, like I said yesterday, you kind of got to look deeper. You got to look within yourself. And I guess that's what I was getting at, is that you'll know the answers inside when you get inside. I love everybody. I just want everybody to know that, prayer works. you know, you've always had that tugging. If you feel like, you know, something doesn't add up, just look in the Bible and find the answers, because they're there. What works for me might not work for you, but in the end, you know, you got to know. You got to know the truth. So the truth is in there. Just seek it and find it. And remember that Jesus loves you. He's always loved you. He's known you before you were knitted in your mother's womb. And, you know, that's just a message for everybody. I don't try to push anything on anybody. I just tell you to go to the Bible and check it for yourself. It's that simple. So my little chickens are running across here with their little legs. That's so cute. But I'm going to end this video here, but I'm going to make another one, and I wanted to kind of touch base on, you know, I kind of talked about, I thought we were entering the Psalm 83 war yesterday, but see, I don't want to get you guys mixed up, because Iran doesn't attack until the Gog-Magog war, which will probably come next, which is the Ezekiel 38-39 war, and that's when God will win that fight for Israel. And so I will touch base more on that and get a little deeper, but I'm going to put the videos from here on out on YouTube. Channel is Brandy Friend, but you know, that way there's just not, I don't want anybody getting their feelings hurt. If you want to know more, you can go to the YouTube channel. I don't want to blast Facebook with my personal opinions and what I feel is a message for you. If you feel like you're led to hear the message, then check out the YouTube channel, and I'll leave a link on there. But I just wanted to kind of clear some things up, you know, about the internet marketing, and still being in internet marketing and being in some great things. I've spent thousands of dollars trying to get this going, and you know, I'm pretty positive that it will happen. You know, there's always the worst things happen right before, you know, the sun shines on you. So don't give up. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't, because you can. You're special. I've had some prophetic dreams also that I'm going to post on YouTube, and some of you guys have been in it. I've had dreams of the tribulation, dreams of prophecy happening, and some of you guys are in my dreams. And so my dreams have always usually come to pass, meaning that when I dream of something, it usually happens. But in my dreams now, it's some pretty weird things happening. But some of you are in it, and if you're interested, just watch on the YouTube channel. I will give first names and the last initial. If you think that's you, then contact me. I'm not going to contact anybody personally on this, because I feel like I have a lot more studying to do and a lot more to do before I can explain in the right kind of way. I don't want it to come out wrong. I don't want you guys to get things mixed up. I want you guys to understand that, you know, if this message is for you, you'll know it. You'll know. So thank you all for your prayers. Thank you all for watching. And if you're interested in Vic and what he's got going on, you can email me at brandyfriend75@gmail.com. Or you can message me, private message me, because I don't want, you know, all the debate going on you know, on my post. I would rather spend time with people who are interested in internet marketing, know who Vic is, and ready to work one-on-one with him, you know. And I just want to invite you to be a part of, you know, what we're doing. I am all in Empower Network and then some. If you want to know about Empower Network, I would be glad to tell you about that. And if you want to know about gold, putting your money into gold and getting it out of the U.S., well, there's time, so you can at least have something to fall back on. Like I said, I have a friend that would be glad to take care of that for you. If you message me personally, I will give you his info and set you up with him. He's a wonderful guy. he's pretty straightforward, and I like that about him. I really like that about him. He used to hurt my feelings, but not anymore. It's just who he is, you know, and I admire him for that. And so I'm going to end that, but you guys have a great day, and I'm going to go look at a house. So you guys pray for me that this is the house that we're going to be able to move to with all the animals. That way I don't have to. They're kind of, we've made them, they're like barn cats and outside, you know, animals that they don't run away, they don't get ate. You know, they're loved. They're loved. I've loved every one of them. I've spent many a tears and prayers over them. And excuse me. And you know, I'm still looking for homes for them, somebody to help me with them, somebody to care enough that, you know, if I didn't have the animals, I'd be able to move immediately. And I can't put them down. I'm not going to put them down. You know, maybe that's, you know, I got that probably from seeing my animals destroyed as a child. But I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. I would, you know, I just can't do that. So maybe some of you would be happy to take them. They're all loving. They're all ready to. Some of them are outside. Some of them are inside. Can be outside. They can be inside cats. They can be, you know, whatever you want them to be. They're loving. They're trained. They're awesome. They're amazing. They're amazing. So you guys take care. Okay. Have a great day. God bless you. One more thing, I forgot to tell you. Yesterday when the video got cut off, what I was about to say was that all of you know, and I mean, you should know, that in the beginning when I first started internet marketing, I made it very clear that 50% of my income would go to God, to mission work, to feeding the hungry, to clothing, you know, winter clothing for people, for shelter, for whatever it is that's needed. And the rest of the 50% will continue to go on living and feeding the animals that I have and that I continue to rescue. So you're welcome to go back and look at that. Look at all my posts from back then. I've said that from day one. And, you know, I feel like Satan has kind of sabotaged everything. And, you know, he took a toll on my life by injuring me. And my husband needs a surgery. And I need you guys to pray also that he had a EKG, a scan done, a cardio, where they go in and they do an ultrasound of your heart, an echo. And it didn't come back real good. We have to go do tomorrow we have to go do a CAT scan of his heart. And with contrast, you know, they have to inject him. And but we were also fired from our doctors because when I got hurt, nobody would listen. And I almost died before I was able to find my own surgeon. And so they feel like they're going to get sued. And in all actuality, they should. They should be sued, because what if I would have lost my life? I was that close. And, you know, what if somebody else does? And we didn't say anything. But you see, that's not like me, because the hospital misdiagnosed my broken neck to begin with. I didn't sue them. I hurt myself at work, and it's all documented. I didn't sue them. They were a Christian company, and I felt that doing that wasn't, you know, I would rather work for my money than to get it for free. So the people who hurt me were doing a favor for me. The guy, should I say, was doing a favor for me and didn't have to. And when I got hurt. And so you see, there's plenty of chances to get money for free. And then there's the chance to make things right. And they really should have fired me, but we get to see them tomorrow because they're going to hook up the thing. And, you know, you guys can pray for my husband and pray that, you know, our doctors will quit being so sensitive and they won't let this happen again to somebody else. And we can continue to, you know, have doctors in this area without having to drive, you know, 200 miles to see one. And, you know, you guys continue to pray for me for getting off all this medication. I want to be weaned off this medication. I got so weak while I was sick and while I was down, and I've just, I've lost all my muscle tone, and I've lost weight, but I gained a lot of weight when I was sick. So, you just keep us in your prayers, and we'll see. I want you guys to watch this as we come back up. See what God does, see how he works. Just hang in there. We're going to hang in there, and you take care, everyone. We love you. God bless.